Gossip. The Rumor Report. Gossip. With Angela Yee.
It's the Rumor Report.
The Breakfast Club.
Well, LeBron James is continuing to give back to Akron, Ohio. Now, LeBron James and his family foundation did announce they're going to open the I Promise School. That school is going to open for 3rd and 4th graders. That will be happening next year in the fall, and then it's going to expand to 1st through 8th graders by 2022. Now, here's what LeBron James had to say about opening this school.
I was just talking to my wife, and I was like, I can't believe I have my own school. Like, it's very surreal. And I want to give a special shout out to the Akron Public School System, to the University of Akron, and also these unbelievable community sponsors that we have back here. Without the help of those 3 groups that I just named, this wouldn't be possible.
I mean, God bless LeBron. He does so much for the community. He always gives back. He deserves to have a hairline. That's how you know life not fair.
Now, these public schools, by the way, this public school is going to be for at-risk kids,
That's
in
dope.
particular in Akron, Ohio.
Drop one of the clues bomb for LeBron James, damn it.
That's a great thing.
That's how you know life ain't fair. That man gives, and God just continues to take away his headlines. See how
And that's really exciting for the kids, too, like
Leave
for
his
these
headline
at-risk
alone.
kids to say, okay, I'm going to LeBron's school.
Damn right.
All right, Janet Jackson. I know you guys have been talking about Janet Jackson a lot and what happened with her husband. Her husband is worth about $1 billion. And she did also change the locks before they actually split up. Now, the word is that they secretly got married in December 2011. They didn't announce their marriage until 2012. We all know that they were supposed to stay married for at least 5 years, and then she's entitled to $100 million. They're saying that her split could get her up to $200 million because of the prenup. That was $100 million for those 5 years, and then another $100 million if they had a child. So they did have a child, as we know, in January, so now she's going to get about $200 million. Now, they say that Janet Jackson is very happy to be just with her 3-month-old baby. That's all that she's focused on, so that's all she's thinking about right now.
Yeah, somebody just showed me a picture of Janet Jackson in the room pushing the baby
I
carriage.
saw
And
you.
she's a little chubby, and I'm like, she just had a baby.
In January.
Okay, come on. Jesus Christ, give her a minute. I'm sure Janet got great snapback.
Yeah, she'll be fine. She's had a baby. That's the most important thing.
Absolutely, baby healthy.
She's 67 years old and just had a baby, man.
She's
67.
50.
She's 50.
All right, 50.
All right, Boosie, we told you this whole story about the fight that happened at the mall with the cops and then how he says the cops stole $1 million worth of jewelry from him. Here's what he had to say.
And one more thing. When they pulled the van over leaving, after they took a couple of my partners to jail or whatever, my jewelry sack was in there. Over $1 million worth of jewelry. Now they're saying no jewelry sack was in there. Now these cops are trying to steal $1 million worth of jewelry. But I'm going to fight for mine till it's on.
Now, according to city officials, they're saying that cops did find a suitcase full of gold jewelry and a stolen gun in the van that they pulled over in connection with that scuffle between mall security and with Boosie and his crew. But the cops gave them instructions on how to get all of their property back. So the cops are saying, yes, we did tell you all you got to do is come and claim all this property, so on and so forth. I can guarantee you nobody's claiming that stolen gun.
Not at all.
But they said nobody has come forward yet to claim any of those items. They haven't claimed the van. They haven't come forward to do any of that
Yeah,
yet.
because if I come to claim anything in there, then I got to
get
start asking
charged.
questions about all this other stuff.
I got a gun charge.
I ain't
Yeah,
got time for
absolutely.
that.
All right, now here is what Boosie has to say now.
We put pressure on them. We done sent all kind of lawyers to Biloxi. All of a sudden, my jewelry has been found. My jewelry has been recovered, and it's at the police department. After three days of nobody knows where my jewelry is, it has been found. Now all of a sudden you won't hand it over when the lawyers get there? Corruption.
Well, who's on the jury, Boosie? Is it a jury of your peers?
This is jury.
Did they finally find the jury?
It's jewelry.
It's jewelry.
Okay.
And by the way, for all of you Nas fans that's wondering what happened, when is Nas going to put out a new album, he did confirm that he is putting out an album this year. So everybody waiting for some new music. Nas has been making a lot of moves, though.
Yeah, I seen you weren't here. I seen him in the club the other night, and he actually said he's going to come up to the Breakfast Club this year. He said,
Get out of here.
He said when his new album comes out, he's going to come up here with new music, and he's going to chop it up with us.
That'll be an amazing one. Nas is an absolute positive legend.
He also has his BET series coming out, right? Street Dreams. So that should be pretty exciting because he's been working on that.
Yeah, I don't want to knock that before I see it, but I just feel like the story of Nas should be on a more grittier platform.
It kind of feels like maybe it's going to be how Chris Rock's show was, which I think
Chris
was.
Rock show.
Remember he had the show.
Oh, Everybody Hates Chris.
Yeah, Everybody Hates
That's
Chris.
a comedy though.
I know, but this feels like it's a series based on what his life was like up. So like a younger Nas.
Yeah, Nas was out there in the street. Nas was guns. Queensbridge. It's guns. It's
Should
drugs.
be interesting.
It's violence.
Should be very.
I think it
interesting.
could be really good if it's done
Well,
right. Right. If it's done right, it could be really good.
Didn't
Now,
Nas pull a gun on you, Envy?
Yes, sure did.
you think that's going to be in there?
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, he pulled out a gun. He was with his baby moms at the time, Carmen. I walked up to his car and I said, I got something for you, meaning a mixtape. And when I went into the bag to pull it out.
That could have been it for you. There could have been no envy here.
No, you're right. When I pulled it out the bag, he had a gun on me. He was like, what you got for me? What you got for me? I was like, mixtape?
What'd you learn from that?
First of all, I never run up on an artist ever again, and nor do I ever go in my bag and say I got something for you. That was behind the Coliseum in Southside Jamaica, Queens.
Drop on a clues bomb for Nasir Jones, damn it.
What? Almost killing me?
I mean, I like to hear certain
That's a
stories
good
like
lesson
that.
learned, though. You don't just run up on somebody, I
good
got
story.
something for you, and he's with his baby mom, too.
Yeah, acting like old groupie. Like you ain't never seen Nas.
And you stick your hand inside your bag,
At
and
that point,
boom.
I never seen Nas before, and I was just happy to give him a mixtape.
And guess what? He's never seen you before either.
You're right. You're right. I didn't think of it like that. I didn't think of it
Great
like
point,
that.
Angela.
Yeah, you're right.
Were you DJ Shrimp or were you DJ Envy?
I was. I think I was DJ Shrimp at that
Oh,
time.
yeah.
You gotta
DJ
think,
Shrimp could have definitely
this is
got it.
This is what, Queens, late 70s. You know what I'm saying? So being that it was Queens
You
in
think
the late
Nas was around in the late 70s? Come on now,
older,
stop
Envy or
it.
Nas?
Well, first of all, Nas is older, and I wasn't born in the 70s. I was born in the 90s.
Okay,
So
all right.
it was a
Sure.
It was a little after that.
All right, my guy.
All right,
I feel
DJ
you.
Shrimp.
It's my story, and I'm sticking with it.
I'm Angela Yee, and that's your rumor report.
Angela, I'm telling you, Envy got a tattoo of a shrimp somewhere on his body.
I know he does.
Somewhere on that little
Envy has a
waffle-colored-
shrimp somewhere on his body.
It's a crustacean somewhere on that waffle-colored body.
All right.
Pull his shirt up.
No,
Envy.
don't
find
touch
that
me.
crustacean.
Don't touch me.
We're going to find that crustacean.
All right.
The Breakfast Club.